Okay, folks, welcome back. Today we're going to be discussing one of the models that I'm currently refining that I think it's okay to share um, because I've been finding some success with it. Passed a few funded accounts, some evals, made it to the funded stage, gotten payouts. I've gotten uh, my 5 winning days. I haven't really had issues with that. So I think it's okay to say to share this model that I have with you guys, and I'm gonna go over it a little bit in this video. Um, I have been seeing the comments about sharing the Discord. It's not my Discord, so I had to get approval from the owner. He said yes, so I will finally be sharing that Discord. So be sure to check out the comments for that. But let's get into the model that I've been using as of recent. Okay, so GB levels. Okay, what is this model that I've been using to refine my entries, understand what algo is in play, and how to use it? I feel like that's very important, right? Understanding what algo is in play, how to use it, is going to help you be more accurate and more confident in holding your trades. So, the model that um, one of the Discord members actually turned me on to was using the 243 PO3 to start your day. Now, when market opens, market tends to manipulate into a key level. It's very important that we understand that specifically, right? It manipulates into a key level. Obviously, ICT discusses that, right? He wants you to, before you take a trade, it has to be around a key level. But how does that translate into Goldbach? Well, for today, for example, at 8:30 we had news. At 8:30, the market manipulates into a key area, right? This was ICT fair value gap, right? This is on a 1 hour time frame and an order block down here. We manipulate into the consequent encroachment of that fair value gap, which happens to align with our low in our Goldbach range, PO3. Now, this phenomenon occurs over and over and over and over and over and over again. Now, how do we take advantage of this? Because if it's a repeating phenomenon, we should be able to take advantage of this. Now, the struggle I had as an ICT trader was knowing that this was the correct key level, that it was going to bounce from here. That was one of the issues that I had as a trader. And then obviously trading the internal dynamics of the lower time frames. I struggled with that highly as a beginner. But with this, having the 243 PO3, expecting the market to manipulate into this low, or for this example, this low, also this 1 hour for value gap, I can expect a reversal to happen here. Now it's very important to know that the 243 PO3, obviously there's a premium in it and there's a discount. Our bias is obviously, we're going into a discount, so it's going to be a great opportunity to look for longs to deliver into a premium. So this is exactly how you want to be thinking about using this, right? So market opens. You do not place a trade until you see one price run into this key level, and then you zoom in into the lower time frames to then trade the internal dynamics, right? The internal dynamics of this leg, right? And you don't have to make it difficult at all, right? You understand that you need to see price respect a bullish PD arrays on the lower time frame. So you just find your exit. You find your entries using that, right? For example, I see price flushes down into my low on the PO3 and a fair value gap on the 1 hour time frame. We have two confluences. We see a rejection at this level, and then we see a displacement higher. This is the first indication that we can be looking for longs, right? Now you could use this order block to get in the trade. You can use whatever PD array you're comfortable with, right? And then you have your stops below the low, right? 20-point stops, 20 to 15 to 20-point stops, and then you take your longs for 50 points, you take it for 60 points, 80 points, or if you want to follow the algo path, you can take the next one. It's going to be, we tapped into 100. The next one is probably going to be either 59 or 29. All right, we're not doing algos right now, but you know you're falling into a discount. We have displacement. Price is respecting bullish PD arrays. You can take your entry for longs, right? And this phenomenon occurs constantly reoccurring. Let me show you a trade that I took using this same logic, right? On a day where we were at all-time highs, don't short all-time highs, it's dangerous, etc. You know, it's not safe to trade at all-time highs. We don't have any PD arrays. But the beauty of Goldbach is that we have our defined range that we can use to key off of, right? So I took this trade. 8:30, we open, right? I was at the chart at this time. Okay, I see, oh, we're very close to a high, the high of the PO3. Okay, so let's see what happens. Price is hanging out in the fair value zone. And then price at what time? 9:30 enters our area, right? We sit on our hands until price hits one of our areas, the high, the equilibrium, and the low. Those are your main areas that you want to key off of. That's what the market makers are keying off of. That's what the algos are keying off of. They want to either be in a premium and sell into a discount. They want to be below equilibrium, or they want to be at the low, the discount of the range, right? So market makers will push price. Oh, we're going long. Everybody buy. Everybody buy. They're expecting, uninformed traders are expecting, okay, we're going to go higher from here. Not the market makers. They understand that they want to collect money for the day. So they're going to induce traders higher, reject that price, right? Oh, we're going higher. Oh, we're going to tap into a discount before going higher. And slowly but surely, you see price grinding lower, right? And I got my entry somewhere up here. I'll show you that in a second. They push the price higher, and then they displace hard and wreck everybody that was long in this area, in these areas, right? How could you have gotten in? Excellent question. We see our fair value gap, that price is already coming back to tap into, right? You see this breaker block, right? This breaker block, price is pushing down from. You want to see price respecting bearish PD arrays, right? You want to see price rejecting higher prices and going lower, right? And it's important to keep in mind, where are you in the range. Wait for one end of the range to get tapped, because they're going to push price higher to induce traders to go long and then wreck them coming down, right? And that's all they constantly do. If you sit at market open and watch price run into one of these levels and then wait to see if it's going to start respecting the order flow, then you can find your entry, right? You could have entered on the breaker, price tapped into the fair value gap here, you could have took that entry, and I took this entry, right? So I'll go ahead and show you which entry that was, right? And this is the Discord that everybody is asking to get in. Yes, I will be giving the link so that you guys can join. This was yesterday's price action. The same example that I gave you, this is one of the people in the group chat that took this, and he just held it all the way down, right? Because we made the high of day, right? That's one of the traders in the Discord. I'll show you my entry to show you that this is not a game. Like, everybody ate. You know what I mean? Everybody ate yesterday on that same play that I just showed you guys. Everybody ate. And of course, everyone got different fills, right? But everybody ate. The same exact high and low that I took that and I hit full TP, right? So this is this is a strategy that I'm implementing, right? I'm applying it. I am actually earning from this. This is not for show. I'm not just teaching because I'm trying to pretend that I'm actually a trader. You know what I mean? So I know I haven't been super. Um, this is another one of the trades that hit TP um, from another one of the trader. 50 points. Like I tell you, 50 points a day will keep a job away. Like, he's so found the bottom and then bought. Like, this is a reoccurring thing that's happening in our Discord. So I'm a trader. I can help people understand, like, and teach, but I haven't been consistent on the channel because, like I said, I want to continue to refine my strategy and continue to pass these evals and build up my capital. So I'm spending a lot of time doing that. However, when I have time, I like to make these videos to not only deepen my knowledge of Goldbach, but also to help the new and up and coming traders to um, onto Goldbach, because I see the value that it has, and it's very, very, very worth learning. You know what I mean? So again, wait for price to run into either a high, an equilibrium, or a low, either a premium or a discount. You wait for the shift, and then you can follow the order flow to your target, right? So that's the very basics of it if you didn't take anything away from this video, right? And within this, you can create your own model. You know what I mean? You can find a model that you can get the retest. Instead of trying to take the turtle soup, you can take the test into the order block, and then you can take it down to the EQ, or you can, you know what I mean? You can kind of craft it into whatever you see fit. But I'm not going to make this video too long. Thank you for watching. Happy trading. And again, I will be adding that Discord link in this video. So for those that have been asking, this is it. Thank you for watching.